So you have a car and you're trying to figure out how to tune your piece of just like me. Well, this is my Nissan 370Z and I'm tuned by John at Z1 Motorsports 2,000 miles away. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know on how to get tuned being calm and gentlemanlike. There will be no goonery in this video whatsoever. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with everything you're gonna need. 1, a phone. 2, a midget girlfriend. And 3, a car. Now I make it sound that simple, but realistically, you're gonna need a couple of bolt-ons. I do not recommend tuning stock, though you can do that. It just doesn't make much sense. Let me explain. All right, on my Nissan 370Z, I have intakes and exhaust, and that's gonna be the power restrictors that are kind of with this car. I mean, there's more to it, but I don't recommend throwing more at your VQ at least for more power, unless you're gonna throw boost at it, meaning you're gonna put a turbo or a supercharger. My Nissan isn't gonna be the only example for this, but I am gonna use EcuTek, which is a very common tuning software, and then also I know there's others. Rest in peace, Cobb.
We're all homies.
I don't know if you can tune on Cobb anymore. I know you don't know about that, do you? For anybody in the comments, let me know. Can you still do like over-the-air tunes with Cobb? But that's a good segue into what I'm getting into. You can tune your car absolutely anywhere. I know a lot of people want to get on dyno, get that flex, shoot giant-ass Charizard flames. I get it. But for people like me, where your tuner decided to not travel with you, leave you miles away as you moved to California, and they stayed in boring-ass Carrollton. Yeah, and I said that. There's going to be people that like watch this like, how dare you call Carrollton boring? I did it. Before I got dyno tuned at Z1 Motorsports when I had my VR30 swap, and now I'm super far away and I still can dyno, but it still will be over the air. So what does that mean? That means I'm in one location and my tuner John is in the absolute other side of the world. But as I'm tuning, I'm doing some data logging, which you can do on EcuTek, and I'll show you how in a moment. But you start the log, you finish it in whatever gear he's telling you to do, which I would figure would be in 4th or 5th maybe. I don't know, I'm not a dynologist, I'm not a tunologist. Then you send that file through the interwebs, John receives it, gets on and does his like Fast and Furious danger to manifold stuff. And then sends the file back, and now you're tuned. It's literally that simple. EcuTek, I don't even know if you can see it, but EcuTek has made things incredibly simple. Ignore the Z1 Flex, this will change with whoever you tune with. Whenever you start the car, all you have to do is go to My Car, and then a whole prompt opens up. It's so sick, because once you receive the file, all you have to do is push Program ECU, or maybe I'm getting the verbiage wrong, and I'll throw some text to fix my stupid ass wording. Maybe I got it wrong, I don't know. Once you click Program ECU, it's gonna automatically load. Once you click the file, it's gonna go through its functions that it has to do to, I guess, take precautions to make sure that it's safe to flash the car. And then it actually flashes the ECU, and it takes about 2 minutes to get your car tuned over the air. But that's not all, and that's not the only reason why I put this video, because John sent me a file from like 2,000 or 3,000 miles away. John has given me the most ignorant tune I think I've ever had in my life. All right, and another thing that I love from EcuTek is that you can actually display all of your gauges on here. Of course, you can set whatever parameters that you want, but I would say this is probably one of the most clutch things. Now, I do have this very giant radio here, but I'll get into that at a later point. But all I do is I get my dashboard up and I put my phone there and I make sure it's visible, and it's off now. What a terrible video. How dare I describe something and then the phone shuts off. And that's that. Now I just start roll. I have harnesses now. But now when I drive, I can literally just display what parameters that I want. So for me, I have the engine speed, so it's gonna show you the RPM, which map that I want, which that is another massive thing, because the cool thing about having everything on your phone, oh God, I'm gonna like smack this crap. The cool thing about having it on your phone is that I can map switch literally on my phone. Unlike when I was on UpRev, when I was tuned for the first time, I had to use my steering wheel buttons. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I kind of don't have steering wheel buttons anymore. I have an aftermarket steering wheel. So how many times can I say steering wheel in this video? I don't know. Other things that I display that are just important to me: coolant temperature, engine temp, and then intake air temperature. let me show you guys this ignorant ass tune that I received, and I asked for it. So disclaimer, I don't think they send tunes like this. I don't know, you gotta talk to them, but let me show you why. Mexico looks beautiful today. It's just so ignorant. Now, I'm still in the process of getting like final revisions, and that's the cool thing is I don't have to stick to a dyno to get all of this done. I can literally just work it out with my tuner, like say, hey, like I have time this day to do it, and then we just figure out a good situation for both of us. Is this too ignorant? But you know what, I'm gonna do slow VQ under stuff because I don't make close to 500 horsepower anymore. This is all I got. This is what I have. This is me now. So all I do is not shoot flames because that would be illegal, and I would never do that in the United States of America. But here in Mexico, different story. I gotta do a 20 roll. There is map switching. This map is a little bit more aggressive one. And when I mean a little bit, like a lot of it, like I know I asked for spice. I didn't expect this much, but the other cool part is that I can quickly switch over to a performance map. And then I also have an 87 octane fuel map. I don't ever see myself using that, but it's just kind of like a safety blanket. Like if for whatever reason you have no fuel that you need, you can run 87. But of course you gotta limp the car there, but that's on this platform. Now with other platforms, it's gonna be essentially the same thing. You're gonna have multiple maps, and a lot of times whenever you get into like the big horsepower space, that's when you start having like map 1 and it makes like 400, map 2 will make like 500, and map 3 can make whatever. You know, I'm just using these numbers as examples, but tuning your car, no matter where you are, it's very possible. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I actually had a buddy of mine that was asking these questions. You know, we kind of just, as automotive enthusiasts, think that people automatically know, but they don't. So I'm happy to teach you guys what I might know, and maybe some of y'all just click this because you guys want to see some goon shit going on with our car. So you look so bored. Also gotta say shout out to my little lady as my camera person. Recently she's been helping me out a ton, so I appreciate it. But one quick intermission, I really do need to wash this car. So if this has been helpful so far, leave a comment down below, because you know, if there's more things that you guys want to know, just ask, and you know, I can always make a video about it. But this thing kind of dusty. I've been seeing this thing on like TikTok Shop for a hot minute, and then they reached out to me to like support the product. But dude, check this out. This thing, oh damn it, I'm just not good at it. There we go. Like, this thing is freaking legit, bro. Look at that. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys if you guys want to pick this up. I actually recommend it. It's pretty damn sick. Dude, cleaning black cars, it's so rewarding. Like, it actually looks so dope when it's 100% clean, but black cars never stay black long, so you can't fall in love with it. But the carbon fiber is done, dried up. But yeah, that tile is actually pretty damn sick. Media Lady number 2. I'm Media Lady number 1. Here you go. See, what we don't do, use the forbidden brush. Except me, if it's on the Honda Fit, I do that. I'm not gonna lie, I do that. All right, let's give you guys some clips of this thing outside. You down to film, to help me with some outside clips for them? Leave you on the sidewalk and then you just film? Oh, look at this big old truck. He gonna smack me, and I'm gonna have to do an insurance claim and then buy a GTR.
Did you know that guys only buy big trucks to make up what they're lacking in their pants?
What, big boxers? All right, so now I'm gonna drop off my tiny lady, and she's gonna help me with getting some outside clips. I just want you guys to feel what I feel. Like, I gotta share this experience. I just love sharing experiences whenever like something new happens in my car and I get to like do it with somebody. So y'all are gonna have to feel it with me. And yeah, and then a little flyby. We'll do one because I'm pretty sure we'll get the cops called on us pretty damn fast. Like last time at work, but we don't talk about that.
Dumbass.
How was it? trouble, so watch me skedaddle. And it's that simple, literally. So I'm gonna recap everything that you're gonna need. One, EcuTek is what I use, so you're gonna need some type of tuning software. I think I forgot to say this, you're gonna need the dongle to do this on the phone, so that way you can connect your phone via Bluetooth to your car. And then you're gonna need a tuner. There's other little things that you're gonna need, like mods and all that. For me, intakes, exhaust, that's all I need. But I have to say thank you to John for constantly supporting me in my tunes when I had the VR30. Now back to the VQ, you know, I'm not stoked on it, but we have some big things coming up for it. I know every YouTuber says that, but seriously, we have some big things coming up. I don't know, it goes like toot, toot, toot. I can't do it, whatever. Anywho, make sure you guys like, if you haven't already, subscribe if you want. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think. If tuning's dead and you prefer to do it on a dyno, then hey, whatever. If you like to do it over the air like I do, because of its convenience and you can just send data logs and then, you know, go to work and then come out, go to lunch and then load it and then test it like I did. Plus it saves you money. You don't got to pay for the dyno, you know what I mean? Oh, it tastes terrible. Don't put these in your mouth. It tastes terrible. Are you still rolling?